page navigation. Okay. In that, we are going to learn three architectures. One is called response dot redirect. One technique it is response dot redirect. This is one technique. Okay. And after completing this, then I'll get back to you. The second part. What is the approach you have is first comes this is page one dot aspx. That is what you are requesting. And this page one dot aspx is in server. Okay. So for understanding, I'll write here. You are requesting. And this page one dot aspx is in server. Obviously, it is web server, I mean to say. Okay. Yes. Then here. Yes, request is made to page one by this is client now, left side, whatever is there, I'll write here client. Yes. Client is browser. Don't forget that. Client is browser. Now page one dot aspx is I'll write here executed on server. Execution will happen of page one dot aspx on server machine. Okay. And then what will happen after the execution? So this is certain point we have now that ends with execution. Yes. Then what will happen? Here we will return output. This is the output. Return to where? Obviously, client. And to which page? That is important. Page one dot aspx. So coding will be simple. You have to fix up clearly first in your understanding how the architecture goes. Okay, let me write here. It's like output returned to page 1 dot aspx. Obviously. This is output returned to page 1 dot aspx. Now what will happen? From page 1, we are returning back now. From page 1. Yes. From page 1, we are returning. I'll draw like this. Where you are going again to server. And this time you are requesting to page2.aspx. I write full word, okay. Request to page2.aspx. Okay. Let me write here. Request to page2.aspx. Now, where is page2.aspx? Here I have page2.aspx. At least in the picture, you might have clearly understood that this is also at server only. This is also at server only. Okay, this is new request. Yes. Now at page2.aspx, page2.aspx will have its execution now. Better I say. So where it will go? Page 2 will have execution. Yes, page 2 is executed. Executed. And then what will happen after execution happens over, once execution is over, then it will return back again output to client, and this time it is to page2.aspx only. This output. So I'll write same thing. Output returned to page2.aspx. Output returned to page2.aspx. Yes, this is the working process of which one? Response.redirect. This is the approach. This is the approach. Now, what do you say? Browser is aware of page change or not? Browser. Is browser aware of page change or not? 100%. 100%. Browser is known with the page change. 100% I'm saying browser is aware of the change. Yes, I'll just keep my red mark indicating that browser is aware of page change, and because a new request has come, new request. Oh, okay. This is one scenario. Let's go now. Second part I'll talk now. Second part. Just give me a second, please. 1 second. Yes. Now we are going to talk on the second scenario, that which you call as server.transfer. Server.transfer. Okay. This is second scenario. This is all we are doing. Read navigation, page navigation, transferring the control from one page to another page. That's what we are doing. Okay. In server.transfer, what exactly happens? So this part is same for me, so I won't draw again. Yes, this part is same. Yes, client makes a request to web server for page1.aspx, and what will happen here, that also is same for me. No change. Yes, this is also same. Yes, page 1 is executed. Okay. Now what will happen? After execution of page 1, remember, at the server itself, at server itself, at server itself, at server itself, what will happen? Page will change. At server, it changes to page 2. Okay. This is at server only. This is change of page I'm drawing at server. Okay. This is at server. It changes to page 2. So the browser is not aware of this change now. Browser is not aware of the change. Okay. So it has come to what now? Page2.aspx. It has come to where? Page2.aspx. Now what will happen? This page2.aspx is executed now. Page2.aspx is executed, and then what will happen is output will be returned now. Yes. After execution of page 2, what is happening? Server is returning output now. Yes. To where it is returning? Obviously to client. Yes. So I'll write here. Output returned to page1.aspx, not to page 2. Why? Browser is not aware of a fact that it has already navigated from page 1 to page 2. Request was made of page 1 on client machine. So even still the control is what? On the same machine. On the same page, I mean to say. Yes, here I keep mark indicating that here navigation happened here at server navigation. Yes. Now, third scenario that you call as third scenario. What is it called? It is called cross page post back. Cross page post back. Okay. Now what happens in this process? In this process, what happens? Same thing I'll take just with few corrections. Same thing I'll copy paste here. Yes. Cross page I'm saying. Now what will happen? There is a facility where you can directly navigate in cross page. Direct navigation we have now. From where to where? From where to where you have direct navigation? Simple. From page 1. From page 1. I can directly go to what? Page2.aspx. Direct. Now, no interaction like who is known, who is not known, all that stuff we don't need. So I can simply conclude saying that this part is completely avoided. Completely avoided. Yes. And where is the output being returned? Because it is cross page, obviously output will be returned to page2.aspx. Yes. This is what happens in your what? Cross page navigation. Yes. Three options we have. So one more also I have to adjust. So I'll just push them towards right. One more I have to cover here. So this one I'll push. Just remember, even interviews and all, straight away queries. What are the different ways of page navigation? As simple. This is the answer. Important is remembering architecture. They don't see what you write. They only see what you explain. There are many such logical topics are there. Not only I'm talking about this programming, even when you go to database environment, when you work with database, when you work with the backend, even in backend also, there are many questions are there where they focus only on the explanation part. because they don't focus on what you write. Coding part, anyone can write, but understanding the architecture will make you very simple to understand, very simple to remember, that implementation even to any level of the what you call subject. So target is understand. Yes, 3 levels. Cross page. Fourth one I'm going to put now. Okay. Differentiate them. Differentiate them. Yes, this is one architecture. This is second architecture. And this is third architecture. Yes. Save. Now, what is fourth option you are looking for? What is your fourth option? Yes, here I am going to talk on hyperlink. Hyperlink. Yes. One more technique for us. And what exactly happens? What exactly happens? Hyperlink. So what you do, same approach. Same. Here. Page1.aspx. Page1.aspx will be in server. No doubt. It will be in server only. Yeah, page 1. And here in the server itself, somewhere here, I have page2.aspx. Page2.aspx. Okay. Now, where they are available, that references also I'll give. Client. Obviously, it is web server. Client. Yes, this is your web server. Now, what is the approach you have? Is you can directly transfer your control now. Direct, I'm saying, direct, you can transfer your control now. What you can do? Page1.aspx can directly communicate with page2.aspx. Direct, I'm saying direct. Yes. 4 page navigation techniques we have. Response.redirect, server.transfer, cross page postback, and hyperlink 4. And what about redirect, Redirect, speciality of redirect. Redirect speciality and server.transfer speciality. How do they differ? Response.redirect specially, response.redirect I'm saying specially navigation from one web page to another web page within web application, and also other web application. This is the advantage you have. Within website, other websites. That is what I mean. Web application. Within your wish, you can write website also. Within website, other website. Yes, within website and other website. It's like this. It's like this. What? Open Google. Yes, that is one. Open Google. So it will open one web application for us. That will be for homepage of Google. From there, I can navigate to some other web page. Another example also I'll give you. Imagine you log in to your Gmail. If Gmail gives you a facility, that from Gmail you can go to Facebook, from Gmail you can go to WhatsApp. It means Gmail itself is one website. From there you're navigating to Facebook. Facebook is the other website. You're getting within website navigation, however it is possible. Additional thing is, even you're in a position to navigate across websites. Do you understand? That is what we have an advantage in managing things by using what? Response structure, redirect. Then what is happening in server.transfer then? What is happening in server.transfer? No. So in server.transfer, okay, I'll just apply a different approach for this. Yes, this is one point. Now I'm talking about server.transfer. Here, what do you say? Navigation from one web page to another web page, but within a website. That's it. Not other websites. That technique we don't have. Okay. What will happen in cross page? What happens in cross page then? What it does in cross page? How do you approach for cross page? Right? Here, what will happen? First point, for cross page post back, provided a rule, we specify post back URL. Post back URL will be set to navigate post back URL postback URL. Postback URL property, yeah, will be set to navigate. Navigate. Navigate to another web page. To another web page. How do you write this? Not understand. Postback URL confirm. Cross page postback will have postback URL. That property is available, and that property you have to set to navigate to another web page. What is best here? Let us extend this. Another web page. Instead of posting the form to itself. Yeah. Postback URL property will be set to navigate to another web page instead of posting the form to what? Itself. Yeah, that's it. These are the three things you have to remember about three page navigation techniques. Three page navigation techniques. Yes, you have any queries to ask me? You can. That's it. Do you have any questions to ask on this topic? Any queries you have? Yes, Romana, the same example I said. From one website, you will be asked to redirect to other websites. That facility you can have with coding using response.redirect. But that may not be a case available if you're working with server.transfer, because server.transfer works within. It will apply, it will provide its effect only what within a page. Cross page you can take like mm, cross page. How do you understand like uh, cross page will be helpful only when it is going for because real time which websites you have cross page, no? Uh, cross page. What do you say? Data will not be posted here. For cross page, data will not be posted. You know, we have this property. However, I'll cover through example. Uh, what is it called? Previous page. Okay, we have an server object. Previous page. In that previous page, uh, in previous, there's the object as a previous page is an object. Yeah, in the previous page object, you have one method. You have one method. You know, it's called find control. Yeah. So what we do, that two web pages we have, page one, page two. So being in page two, you get the access to the controls of page one. Means what? Whatever might be the data that you feed in that, you are going to retrieve it. You're going to retrieve it in page two. Makes a lot of difference, you know, using, retrieving, two different stories. No, no, even what you're saying, but it is within the page now. We don't want to, data should not be transferred. Data should not be transferred. We should be able to access only. We should be able to what? Access. I'm unable to recollect a good example of a website which is connecting with the cross page. Direct access you'll have page one to page two. Direct you'll go to page two. Being in page two, you will have a reference of page one, and page one, whatever the content you might have provided there, that content you will use here. You are not talking about, you know, submission of data. You are not submitting data. You are going back and then getting that information. Lot of difference in these two scenarios. Lot of difference. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So we'll stop the session here. Tomorrow's class. Tomorrow will you be coming like